Now, I have shown you a few schnitzels on this show, but I'm going to show you a pork loin version. This is super lean and it's fantastic to use to make it super thin. I find the best schnitzels are the thinner ones because we get optimum crunch. Now, we're going to get that crunch from a really nice crumb. And to change things up, I'm going to be using a stock powder to season the flour. It's full of vegetables, it has seasoning already in it, so it's got the salt and the sugar in it, so you don't need to add extra spices to it. I'm going to add about a teaspoon to the flour and just give that a stir. And I like to add this to the flour as opposed to the crumbs because it's really going to stick to the meat, okay? And before we start crumbing, we want the production line to be ready to go. So 2 eggs in a bowl, I'll just break them in. 1 and 2, and then just to loosen it up, a little milk. You could also add some water to that. Give that a whisk. And we don't need to add any salt to that because there's enough in our stock powder. So you really need minimal ingredients for this. I'm just going to turn my pan on. So we want this to be on a medium to high heat. And I've just got some vegetable oil there so we can shallow fry the pork loin. So because it is thin, we want to be super careful with it. We'll pop that into our flour and stock seasoning mixture. And just ensure that it's coated all over. Shake the excess off into the egg. And again, just making sure that it's all coated, and that egg's going to act like the glue for the crumbs. And I'm using panko crumbs because I find that they are the crispiest when they've been fried in the oil. We're ready to fry. We'll pop that in very carefully and we're going to shallow fry. It's going to take about 1 minute on each side. All right, this giant schnitzel is looking good, golden brown, crispy. I'll carefully take it out of the oil and always just drain it on some paper toweling or a rack before you serve this up. I'm gonna keep mine super simple, just with a wedge of lemon on the side and some mayonnaise. I always think pork schnitzels like this reminds me of being in Germany, so you can serve this with some coleslaw, maybe some potato salad on the side, or even just some bread. Is so yummy. Look how thin and crispy it is, piping hot onto a plate. And place the wedge of lemon on the side, and then a dollop of mayonnaise of your choice straight onto it. Oh, yum-o. Pork schnitzel, seasoned perfectly. It's all you need for a delicious dinner.